Hi, this is Richard from Flatt Teknologisk Guitar Products,
And this is Graham.
and today we want to talk about guitar bodies, what we want to be able to do in the future. And Graham suggested, hey, why don't we just show them stuff that we like? So I'm going to turn this over to Graham, and Graham is going to show certain guitars that he has in his personal collection and what he likes about them.
Okay, so I brought three exhibits out for discussion real quick, because we want to discuss this with everyone who's going to see this, is this Sterling by Music Man JP50 that was a limited model, ran a few years ago, where someone's gone and changed up the pickups and whatnot, and some of the aspects of the design that we find really nice on these. Because when I picked this guitar up, I was just wowed with how great it plays and how it feels. So the first aspect that I'd hope that we'll be able to incorporate is then having the graphite work on the bridge, and at the nut, having the graphite nut is incredibly helpful for just keeping everything in tune. And despite having the full trem system, it does not break strings at all due to the strength of the graphite and it not working against the strings there. And what's amazing that Petrucci had gone and added on to these guitars is having the curvature, so that the natural contour then added, so that then it works with the human body design
Ergonomics.
Yep. Allow for more comfort and ease of playing. Mm-hmm. And so then one of the things that's really that we'll hopefully be able to incorporate, and it wouldn't be difficult at all, is then to have the really strong connection to the neck with having the 5 screw rather than the 4 screw. It just feels better. And so then the next exhibit that I brought out is my 60th anniversary Stratocaster. It's a little bit dirty at the moment. Dog hair everywhere.
We have a dog.
And so, like, sort of the standard, it's very much a standard Stratocaster gone old, but one of the things that we'll be able to incorporate based upon it then is it's quite often you get 3-way switches on guitars, but then just the advantage of having a 5-way, even if you're using humbuckers, and having the multiple tone knobs rather than having the multiple volume knobs is just rather nice for when I'm going and writing material for whatever I'm working on. And then this is also on the third guitar, but then also having the locking tuners, whether they look like locking tuners or not, these actually lock from the front, which is really weird, but it works and just stays in tune all the time. And
on the JP50, you were telling me before about the switch and the knobs that you.
Oh yeah, that's something I should mention, and this also ties in with the third guitar that I brought out here, is the distance between the pickup ring and the knobs is something that
just a little bit. There we go.
Is something that I'm going to find absolutely critical in anything that we're designing to design with you. Is on my Mitchell, which is over here, which I'll talk about in a moment. The knob is way too far up, and I play with a mounted pinky, so that then I have greater control no matter what the angle of my guitar is and how far away from me it is. Is that getting the knob bumped all the time is just, oh, okay, well, I'm losing volume all of a sudden, and I get rather confused trying to even figure out what's going on. But having the knob so far down allows for just comfort and knowing that it's not going to be touched. And then having the switch so far forward allows for being able to change it whenever it's needed.
Okay.
And then
Mitchell time.
Yeah, this is my most recent guitar, and I hadn't even really heard of the company previously, but when I played this one, I absolutely wanted it. But the most amazing thing that this has that you don't see on every guitar is having the upward-facing input jack, so that you never accidentally pull it out, ever. Which it's so simple to do, but it's such a lifesaver. And so this is my favorite guitar at the moment. And so, because what I love about it is we have rails humbuckers in both the bridge and the neck, with coil tapping, so that then they can be played as single coils. And it's a 1-tone knob, 2 volumes, which I don't like as much, but just the variation that it gives there. Of course, the locking tuners, and what I'm really excited that we'll be able to do is we'll be able to do really weird binding on the neck through whatever designs that we want to make, and really weird binding all over with being able to do laser work and CNCing things. So let us know what you want us to incorporate in designs and what guitars that you have that you find to be inspirational as a design to what you do.
Okay. And one that I have that I am looking forward to trying is going to be I guess a supercaster, for lack of a better term, to go with a more standard style Stratocaster type body. So that way we can utilize the pick guards that we already have. Change it up where I want to have an Ibanez neck, because Graham likes those. Ibanez necks are fast.
Yes.
One of his favorite guitars is also an Ibanez. And there is a guy who winds pickups, kind of boutique pickups in Russia, and so I want to be able to get Strat style hot Russian pickups. Do it all out of Baltic birch, which is also called Russian birch, which has a cool look to it. When you go through and you shape the body, because you get different layers to it. And then also to carve in, we have a file, which is 3D of a bear. And so to have a carved bear at the bridge, and probably a Russian star on the, what's the word I want? I want on the pick guard. And probably do up our name in faux Cyrillic. We have a good faux Cyrillic font to be able to use. So anyway, we want your comments. What are you looking forward in a guitar? What would you want? If you could just go crazy and would hope for some sort of fancy design, et cetera, et cetera. What are you looking for? So we want your input, and we would love to have you join us on Facebook, Flatt Teknologisk Guitar Products. And that's Flatt with 2 T's, flattguitar.com. And then also join our team. Help us with pushing the envelope, and join the creative process. Join us on Patreon. So thank you very much, and you have a wonderful weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever day of week it is for you. For us, it's right now, it's the weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.